could take it. Nymph being a smaller bait, usually. Oh yes. Please hold on. No, oh my god. She went off. Gets tangled in the reeds there. Okay, probably there's more. Oh, yeah, I got him. Like there's some kind of party going on today. Oh, Trout just grabbed the fly and dove back down. Oh, again. So fun to look at. Red spots. Whoa! Super beautiful one. Well, I have made it down to the river now. There has been some rain in the past days, but as you can see, the water level is still really low. I have seen some fish already around me. That's good. Yeah, the forecasted rain, which is about to be pretty heavy today, has already started. I did hope that I would get a little bit of a time without that, but okay, that's fine. I have a pretty chunky dry fly on the top. I have a pretty long section of line. I could have even half it and it will be still fine. The water is pretty shallow that we were fishing. Let's try to see for some deeper holes, and maybe we'll find some fish. I have to try to stay out of the water as much as I can, because yeah, those conditions, fish and everything tend to be super spooky. I did debate myself and maybe bringing my Tenkara rod instead of a regular fly rod. The rain is bringing a lot of bugs and stuff in the water, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I have my raincoat as well with me. I think I'm gonna be fine for a couple hours at least, if it's not like starting to pour down like crazy. Since I'm moving downstream, it's gonna be a lot more trickier to trick some fish as well. And our first contender on the bottom nymph. A beautiful fish. A beautiful fish. Okay, let's do it right here. And let's take a look at this beauty. It's not that small actually. Oh, so nice. Such a beauty. Beautiful fish. Let's get her back. Come on. They're preparing for the winter time, it looks like. That little fish sat right in that strong, fast-moving water there. Well, this is starting to look like a fun little day, because there are fish everywhere. Oh, okay, just lost it. The indicator fly works so good. If I just see some kind of different movement of the fly, I know when to set the hook, and yeah, easy to get them that way. 2 fish from this little hole here. Oh, third one. That was a small one. 3 fish from this place, and didn't manage to show them too much, but still, that's a lot. Let's see what's going on there. There's another deeper segment, I think. No? Ah, she was again there on the dry. Yeah, bigger fish tend to get on the dry as well. Let's try. Ah, I hooked up a tree with the nymph. I was trying to pass the nymph down first, so it takes the nymph, but yeah, I messed it up a little bit. Well, this day is starting to look like a fun little day. It's such a weird place. I have a good log there with a bunch of cover, but that fast stream is just pulling my fly right under it. So it's tricky. Didn't want to step in, but don't have the choice here. I have hiked a little bit downstream now, and after that last place where I got like three trout from single spot, the action somehow stopped a little bit, and but I think it wasn't something else rather than just me, because I was time to time traversing through the river, and once you do that, going downstream, every sudden vibration just sets them off and they just ran away. So now I'm back hiking along the river, just trying to approach places where I can, and places which I won't disturb if I step in like this. So yeah, I hope that it's that. The rain is going on and off, so it doesn't bother me. Otherwise I'm just, otherwise I'm just hot from wearing so many layers. But you never know. Drift the fly down until it reaches that spot, just like so. And then let's see what happens. I hung up already, yeah. Can't quite understand if I'm hearing thunder or it's just some kind of log trailer on nearby roads. I need to get out of the river and seek some more spots. This day is super interesting. I'm seeing trout rising to my fly. Trout rising on their own, jumping out of the water, going crazy, and striking even when I'm like stripping in. It's like, oh yeah, I got him. Like there's some kind of party going on today. Let's see. Where's the nymph, buddy? You ate it like a champ. Yeah, this one's pretty deep in, so I'm gonna take my thing as quickly as I can. Let's just take the nymph out like this. Then I'm gonna need to. That's not that deep, it's just in the corner. Yep. That's out. Now let's release this little tiny bugger. Still a beauty. It's interesting how all the basic fly fishing knowledge videos or things you might look at are saying do not cause any drag on your fly by any means. There just are some days where the drag is the key, when you're just holding that fly against the current and doing something with it. All of a sudden it gets a completely different result. We're in the peak time of red stag and elk rut, so I'm keeping my eye and ear out for some rutty noises. Again, only when I'm causing drag on the fly. It's so weird. Oh. There's a trout just deciding on my fly. Rising to it, then darting away. You know, those bigger ones are not usually questioning it so much. They're just like, yep, your food. Those smaller ones tend to take a little bit more time. There was a fish. Felt something on the nymph. I thought I nailed some grass or something like that. Does it? Ah, there was a fish on the nymph. Felt like something scribbling on the line. Oh, trout just grabbed the fly and dove back down. Oh, again. So fun to look at. Oh, there's a nice little bend here. The best way to fish it out probably is going to be from downstream, casting upwards. So it means I can fish this place first, then try to fish that one. Okay, I'm gonna cast it way out there. Probably the longest cast of the day. Okay, let's just leave it be. Well, obviously, if there would have been a decent or normal sized fish, it would have already done something, but it's just hard to make yourself believe that either nothing is there or you're just not taking your fly. All right. Of course, when my camera was off previously, a couple seconds ago, I had like the action of a lifetime here. I didn't land any. It's some kind of a curse of the camera, I guess. Ah, there was a nice fish. Already saw me. Just saw him like dart down. And they're like sitting really close to the shore. For some reason, I always see some fish like getting out of the bank side. I had a fish on the nymph. I just missed it. I saw my dry fly getting lower and lower. I thought just the bottom nymph is just dragging it down. But then I saw like a flash of a fish in the bottom there, so means we had something almost on. Let's try to offer him one more time. What? Let's look at our indicator. If it moves some other way all of a sudden. Quite a bit of a section has been gone without any major luck, but I'm now at I would say, one of the deepest pools I've seen all day. Oh, got one. Where is my line? Right here. A tiny one again. I can see the color. He's nice looking. Where's the fly, buddy? This one is, I think, the smallest one. Let me cool my hand off a little bit. So yeah, just when you're fishing as well, try to do a lot of ways, a lot of things, not just those casual approaches that are more traditional. So I'm like doing like something I think which is not like textbook right. Firstly, I'm going downstream, messing the water up, but I saw that they go a little bit crazy when I mess the water, the bottom. It also rises up some mud, that's for sure, but it also rises up some little critters that are under the surface, some bugs and stuff like that. So sometimes it might help a tiny bit, but yeah, if you do it too much, then of course it's nothing good. So we're catching a ton of fish today. There was a bunch which didn't manage to get on film because you know, just cast one time, everything happens so quickly, and that's it. But yeah, we're catching a ton of fish and I'm still having fun. One of them was a decent size, the first one, I think. Well, not decent size, but a little bit bigger than the rest of those. Such a nice color. Ugh. Scooped him up. Okay, let's see what's there. Let's take this off. Where's the fly? I think this will be a good one. Just to take it out like it is. Yep. Okay. Let's see if you see it. Of course, still a small fish. Let me just get my hand a little bit colder and wet. Huh. Just super nice looking one. Dark, red spots. Just let him go. Head in the stream. Yeah. Quick recovery for him. That's it. Doing the forbidden walk again. Walking downstream and casting downstream. Yeah, the river has changed a little bit as well. A lot more sand on the bottom than rocks. And as you know, that's not good for a river. It causes a bunch of stuff to grow in it, which shouldn't be growing there. There's not much we can do about it just now. We can just try to limit beaver activity, so there's not more sedimentation going into the river. knew that the fish are not going to be like big and super impressive, but there's still that factor that you don't know, maybe that one will be a lot bigger or a little bit bigger than the previous ones. And you know, and I know that this place should be really beautiful. Just look at those mossy hills all around. And yeah, we're catching some fish as well. That's like everything. Maybe not the biggest ones. The one that got away, that was a nice one indeed. And I think I know why it did get away. I saw my bottom fly and I saw that the hook of it is like not crooked now. It was like a little bit stretched out. You know, from all those bushes and trees. And I did bend it back in a little bit now, so it should be good, but yeah. Oh, a nice grab there on the dry fly. Yeah, so just need to remember those things to check on your hooks and make sure they're bent and, you know, they're barbless. And if they're straightened out, that's like 2 against 1. So I would say if you're snagging your fly and you pull on it a little bit, then just to be safe, check on your fly on the hook. Maybe it's starting to get too weak, you know, when it's like straightening out all the time. Maybe it's time to put on a new fly. In the morning I was saying that my bottom nymph is, the length of the distance between both flies is rather big, and I probably should switch to smaller distance, almost half. But as soon as I got the first fish, I didn't change the length there. And yeah, I've been fishing like that whole day. It's like, what, almost a meter, 70 centimeters for sure. Yeah, the hook seems nice right now. There was a fish, which I didn't get. But okay, there's still plenty of river to explore. So I'm going. Send the fly a little bit down under that spruce there. Let's strip it in and see what's happening. Try the other side there. Also looks like there's some depth to it. Not a lot of cover. And that trout was sitting right here. Nice deep trench. No. Oh, again, a little bit deeper. Let's get it out and strip it in. Let's try to drift it out just like that. Okay. Come on. There has to be a fish there. And a little bit further. River has gotten a little bit narrow, and as it does, it gives us a little bit more depth. and that's a place where fish can sit. Such a nice spot there. Yeah, but I almost can't cast in it. I can only cast in the exit. Where's the fly? My pants and in the grass. Okay. Yeah, I can't cast right in it. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, let's do it like that. Ah. Need to shorten it again. Did get another one from this little outrunning stream. Oh, this one is colorful. This one is super colorful. A bunch of red spots as well. Let me show the colors to you. Super beautiful one. Bunch of red spots. Let's let her out. Yeah, it was a while without catching any. And then finally we got one. Obviously didn't film the take, which was quite fun, and just let my flies to approach a downed log there, and yeah, that was it. He was there, sitting under it. Whoa! That was a fish. Whoa! What did we get? I just felt a tug on my fly. That's trout. With, again, wow, those spots on the fin as well. Amazing looking fish. Small but so beautiful. On the dry fly. Nice log there. And I have a feeling that could hold some fish under there. Question is if I can manage to get them out. And I think I should be a little bit more back, because then I can like allow my flies to go under. Right there. No, I mean on the right side, right there. And then I can try to strip it back in. Oh yeah. Or maybe it's just how it looks and it's too shallow. Could be that as well. We're having quite the wind now. it's obviously pretty difficult to cast against the wind. But this certainly doesn't look like the forecast, because the forecast told me that it's going to be raining all day. Stronger and a little bit weaker, but all day. And I was debating even to go outside today or not. I'm super glad I did. Now in this position where I have decided not to go any further too much, but you know, each bend in the river just looks a little bit different and looks a little bit more interesting than the other. And I'm just not able to turn back, usually how it is. Well, I have hiked down like 3 kilometers down the river, and yeah, as I said, I'm just now looking for a picnic spot. The river is still near, going right there through the forest, and we're just trailing it by the easiest way possible. And yeah, actually this could be our spot, right? Looks nice. That sketchy tree there, well, let's not get too close under it, and I think we'll be fine. Okay, let me introduce you with our cooking facilities, lunch spot. Here's a wonderful place to store your rod. Here's a wonderful place to store your gear, a gear dump. And I'm using this tree stump so my bag doesn't get wet. Always remember, keep your gear dry as dry as possible. And here we are going to cook our stuff. And I was thinking to bring steak or maybe some moose, canned moose. And you need to take your guesses. What do you think it is today? Is it a steak day or is it a moose day? And just what? Let me just break it to you. It's moose, of course. Happy to be a part of it today. Happy to spend some time out. Much needed time out. It sits pretty nicely. Let's see how it sits with this one. Don't want to burn the tree down. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, and still using that same ferro rod. Ferro rod is a bit of a magic tool. Is completely fine with water. It doesn't get wet. Doesn't get affected by getting wet. It will still be able to throw a spark. Let's open up our can. I don't have my spork with me today. Yeah, the tree's fine. The tree is fine. Yeah, but the wind is still kicking in. Yeah, and we have that canned moose. We have a little bit of a pita bread, like that dude from Hunger Games. Corny joke, yeah. And some lettuce as well. I think I am in the frame. Maybe I'm not, but still. That's what we're eating today. And I'm gonna eat Balkan style with just my knife because I don't have my spork. Maybe this knife has some kind of... No, I think it doesn't. Okay, let's just wait. Whoa. Whew. Let's have a nice little dinner here, shall we? Sitting down, get our bread, get our moose, and our camping spot. Somehow everything tastes a lot better outdoors. I'm on my way out from our little lunch spot. I did manage to cut my finger a little bit on that meat can on the lid, or on the place where the lid was, rather. I was cleaning it out and cut my finger on it. It was a bit drippy in the start, but it's sealed up pretty good now. It's just a bit of a nuisance to, you know, how it is with cuts in your fingers. You just move your finger in a more sporadic way and it gets going again. And yeah, I don't have any plastic isolation or something to like seal it up completely. There's trees that are making this noise all the time. Not now, obviously, because I told. Yeah. No, I'm like back paddling on the places I fished previously today. But I'm super happy about today and super glad I came out. And yeah, I almost didn't want to. I think I'm gonna go around. Because the forecast told it's gonna be raining all the time. Raining all day. What else? Yeah, I want to stop by a couple of spots on the way back. And maybe go a little bit upstream from the place we started this morning. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, 3 kilometers approximately in front of me. Hiked in a little bit in the forest and I found this like logging road or something like that. And yeah, the forest is just so beautiful. There's a lot of those dead standing trees like this one. And when it's getting windy as now, sure should keep an eye out of one of those. Probably not gonna build my night shelter under there if I would have to. Yeah, super nice day. Can't stop to say that. Absolutely endless amounts of deadfall here, and soon to be as well. Really, a lot of those trees. It seems like they are all spruce trees. There's that bug that is chewing them up, and if you are in a natural reservoir where nature has to take its own pace, you're not allowed to cut something out in order to save the whole forest. So in the end, this is how it looks, and even much worse. Well, I'm almost at the same spot where I was starting in the morning. Yeah, what to say? The wind has picked up quite a bit. It helped me a big deal today because it cleared up all those rain clouds. But also what is happening, the water is dragging a lot of those spruce and pine needles now, and a bunch of dead leaves. And I think it affects the way fish see some bait as well. It's harder for them to distinguish what is what. And yeah, I still might just travel a little bit more upstream from the place we started. Because yeah, I'm not just ready to hang up my fly for today. Yeah, so I did make it back, Actually did it in quite good time. But yeah, I still want to catch my goodbye trout because the last one I think I didn't mentally prepare myself for goodbyes. So yeah, I think it's a bit easier to catch a fish when you're fishing downstream, because then you can like strip towards you and make a little bit of a play with that fly. However, fishing like this, you just have to hope that the fish are just taking like that. Now sitting on maybe a couple trout, like nibbling that bottom fly. And yeah, this is what works today. I'm just completely sure about it. Standing upstream of the fish, casting down, way out there, and then I'm just going opposite direction against the current. And the fish have some time to decide whether they like to take it or not. Obviously they're not doing so right now because camera is on. But yeah, and I also did get a goodbye trout just in this spot. It was just so tiny. I didn't want to, didn't want to start my camera rolling. We're down to our, I'm having a fish party behind me. Fish are rising behind me. Yeah, I'm down to my last battery. Okay. So yeah, we have to make it count. Well, that's a big win. Probably have to be careful about falling trees, right? Whoa. Yeah, that was a breeze and a half. Okay, let's make our time count. Just as I was saying, have to be careful about falling trees. I just heard a like super strong, that like breaking and crashing noise somewhere over that hill. There's a tree going down. Yeah, the timing couldn't be more more precise, I guess. And yeah, that heavy breeze that just happened brought so much of those pine needles in the water. It's super hard for me to cast because as soon as I do a cast, my flies and line is full with those. Okay, maybe now it's going to be a little better. Well, nothing's happening here. Oh, as I was saying, no! A nice trout. What? Ah. Oh, and I'm hung up right now. The battle for goodbye trout is still going on strong. Okay. Task is simple. Just one trout. You can try with that stump there to take it. Nymph being a smaller bait, usually. Oh yes. Please hold on. No, oh my god. She went off. Gets tangled in the reeds there. Okay, probably there's more. Yeah, so the idea is to just something was on. Now a tree is on the rod as well. We almost got our last celebratory fish. She got away. Twice in a row. It just means I'm already tired. Probably like 6 hours already on the river. I'm super tired and I didn't manage to do it. I can't land my last celebratory trout of the day. Actually, I did land a couple when I was trying to do like this, like the final one. But they were either this big or they just fell off the hook. So yeah, my camera battery is also going down pretty quickly because I'm keeping turning it on, turning it off, turning on, turning off, and all that stuff. And I think we just have to stop when it's still good. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. This is the last fishing episode with a fly in this season, in season 2024. I think it's going to be the last. Regardless, thanks again. Leave a comment, leave a like, and see you in the next.